Hello everyone, welcome back to another video for the channel. So basically this video along with the other ones coming, basically it's going to be some of them of UCL Matchday 7 reactions and a few Premier League preview and predictions, because the game week starts today and the next few matches are tomorrow in the Premier League, and one of the biggest ones is Arsenal vs Man United tomorrow. So I'll come on that later, and let's begin with the UCL reactions. So this is the first video of the very many. So this is gonna be Bodo Glimt versus Manchester City. This happened on 20th of January, Tuesday, and let's get on with it. So Manchester City, it was an away game for them after a horrendous defeat at Old Trafford last weekend, where we lost in the derby 2-0. And yeah, it could have been final, but thankfully due to the offside rule and that VAR technology, the goal was counted as offside and the goal was not given. So very thankful for that, and thank you so much for that. And yeah, it could have been a very embarrassing result for us. And now talking about this game in the UCL, so yeah, as I said, Man City had a away game. It was a Norway home game, and Man City played against a team called Bodo Glimt. So basically, it's in the Norway football division league. And yeah, I mean, just after the Man United game, there were some injury concerns. Phil Foden was out with a broken right hand, and uh, major issue was that. And then Matthias Nunes also did not play that match either because he was out with a flu. And yeah, those are the two main concerns there, but apart from that, nothing much was the concern. Little bit worried for Haaland in that game. After full 90 minutes, Haaland was uh, seen limping little bit, but not too much. But yeah, he was fine luckily. Now coming to this game, actual results of this game: Bodo Glimt versus Manchester City. Bodo Glimt 3, Manchester City 1. Yeah, it's an embarrassing loss for Man City in the UCL, and I don't know what else to say right now because Man City are not doing good, you know, ever since, you know, whatever. I mean, I don't know really what to say. Even in the UCL, we are now sitting at 11th position with 13 points. Along with those same 13 points, the other teams are above us. We're like Sporting at 10th position, Barcelona ninth position, 8th Chelsea, 7th Newcastle, 6th PSG, and then the top 5 are Tottenham, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Bayern, and Arsenal. So definitely something Man City definitely needs to consider, and make amends for it. And if I'm just talking about now Premier League also has been disastrous. If I let's just focus on Man City, I mean, yeah, like if I just go to the recent games for Manchester City, not a great performance. Like even before the United game, not a, like let's see, Premier League wise, we got Sunderland draw on second of January. Then we got another draw, Man City vs Chelsea 1-1 at the Etihad, where Enzo Fernandez scores in the 94th minute. So that was very shocking. Another draw on the 8th of January against Brighton at the home game for Man City. Then we moved on to FA Cup, which was Exeter City 10-1 victory. Then we went for a EFL Cup semi-final leg 1 of 2-0 victory against Newcastle away game. And then back in the Premier League on 17th of January, which was last weekend, we lost to Man United in the derby 2-0 at the Old Trafford Stadium. So, and then recently now, just a few days ago, Bodo Glimt versus Man City 3-1 in the UCL. Absolutely horrendous shock of, results. I mean, since 2026 started, so we have 3 draws, 2 wins, 2 losses. So yeah, nothing much to speak apart from that. But yeah, let's talk about the actual game itself. So lineups were a little bit different than I said in the prediction video last weekend. Given that we had little injury concerns, as I said, and few players missing out like Nunes. Sorry. As I said, Matthias Nunes was not injured. Sorry, he had a flu, so he could not play the United game. And Pep Guardiola confirmed that he's not available in this game as well against Bodo Glimt. because he's still recovering from the flu. So Matheus Nunes was out. So was John Stones, or obviously, and then Mateo Kovacic, Josko Guardiola, and Nico Gonzalez, the defensive midfielder. Yeah, lineup was a little bit different for this game. So actually, we went for a 4-3-3 lineup this time against Bodo Glimt. Donnarumma was in the goal. Rico Lewis. One second. Yeah, so if I talk about the lineup, Donnarumma in goal there, Rico Lewis on the right back, centre back same Max Elin Kusanov, as I said, that was correct. Now the left back, I was not too happy with Ryan Atnuri playing as left back, although he had an okay game as a left back. So yeah, ideally Nico really should have started there. But yeah, we know Ryan Atnuri can play a midfielder role, and we have seen that when he was in Wolves. So yeah, Ryan Atnuri was at the left back, Nico Riley midfield, Rodri midfield. He got a red card. I'll talk about that later. And then Reinders in the midfield, and then Haaland, Foden, Ryan Cherky as the attacking players. So I mean, that's the lineup. Now the bench is obviously a lot of youngsters, as you can see here: Devin Mukasaki and Noble, Stephen Mufni, Taron Samba, Charlie Gray, and James Strafford. Apart from that, only Omar Marmoush, Jeremy Doku, Nathan Ake, and Marcus Bettinelli from the senior team, you can kind of say. Only these when he plays available. So yeah, I mean, yeah, as I said, nine first team players injured, so that is not good news for us. And yeah, something we need to. In a recent interview yesterday with Pep Guardiola, like as of yesterday, he said John Stones is gonna come back soon, and so is Ruben Diaz. But Josko Guardiola, Kovacic, and Savinho all Askarbob all out until I think May. So that is something not a good sign for us, definitely. And yeah, talking about the game, so two goals came very early on from Bodo Glimt. Kasper Hurg, he was the main striker for Bodo Glimt, and yeah, he scored two goals in this game against Manchester City. And yeah, just 25 years of age, this guy literally cooked us. So you got a brace within 2 minutes of a goal. One was a good shot, um, from outside the box, and one is a good header finish. So yeah, nothing much to say about that. And then yeah, second goal. Yeah, and then the other goal came right in the second half. So John's Peter Hogg, scored for Bodo Glimt as the third goal overall. And yeah, up as of right now, Man City were trailing by 3 goals, and then Turkey just gave us a consolation goal in the 60th minute. And then right after that, 2 minutes later on, Rodri makes one foul, he gets booked, he got a yellow card. And then after that 2 minutes, again he does a foul and he gets sent off. So yeah, Rodri is missing the next game, and next game in UCL. So that is bad news for us. But yeah. Apart from this, nothing much to say from Manchester City. If I look at the stats, also very quickly. So in terms of shots, Bodo, we had more shots than them, but we still had 5 on target. So did they, but they had 8 shots. Possession, obviously, we had more possession. We like to play back pass, and as we've seen in the first half of all recent games so far, passes, we had more number of passes. Pass accuracy was also great. However, the fouls were very bad. 9 fouls, 2 yellow card, 1 red card. Meanwhile, Bodo Glimt 6 foul, yellow, 0 yellow, 0 red. And yeah, we had more corners, and yeah, offside, 6 times offside yet again. Bodo Glimt definitely scored, but yeah, again the offside rule came into play, and yeah, disallowed that goal. So they could have been 4-0 up or a 5-0 up. Thankfully, again VAR comes to the save for Manchester City, and just restricts them to 3-1 victory. And that's pretty much it for this review. As I'm now next, just very quickly, I want to end. Next match day is for Manchester City on the Thursday 29th of January, which is basically next week. And yeah, it's a home game for Man City. It's the last league fixture for Manchester City and obviously the other teams, but very crucial for Man City, because if we win this, and it's a must-win game, if Man City win this game, we get the 3 points. we are automatically qualified to the next round of playoffs in the UCL for this season, 25-26 season. So that is something to look at. Man City versus Galatasaray. I'll do that prediction video later on. But yeah, Man City definitely need to get back to winning ways in the Premier League, in the UCL. Something needs to change, and let's see what happens. All right, let's see what happens. And yeah, hoping for the best for my team. And I know Man City will bounce back stronger despite whatever injuries and everything they have. So yeah, see you in the next video, and we'll now talk about the Inter versus Arsenal game.